Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. It's a beautiful Wednesday morning here in Austin. Right back here on my track. Just got done with an easy 3-mile run. Still dealing with some aches and pains from the long run yesterday. This is day 213 of the run streak. It's about 57 degrees right now, and it's a pretty windy, so I'm certain you can hear that. Thoughts on my mind this morning. A couple things. I was listening to an interview with Jay Shetty and Tom Hanks. That's what I was listening to on my run. But I'm going to come back to that. That's not actually where I wanted to be. I had a good friend of mine, Craig, who I used to work with at JetBlue, who reached out to me yesterday. And he just said that I was on his mind and he reached out. He had just listened to this motivational speaker, and I guess it made him remind him of me. And he was just kind of asking how I was doing, and I told him that I was doing great. Living life, enjoying time with my daughter, figuring out how I'm building this business, and just in this great space, like I was in this joyful space. And he was also talking about what he was going through, how he was feeling. He wanted to bring down his hours of flying and work on his business and what he wants to do and what his passions are. And I was just listening, and sometimes I want to give perspective, and sometimes I just want to listen to what someone has to say. And most times it's better just to listen and then maybe share some of my experiences, and maybe they'll help with other people. Well, I'll tell you one thing. I left my job Christmas Day of last year, so it's almost coming on a year now. And I have learned so much about myself in this year that I would have never done if I had continued working. Now, that doesn't mean that it was the greatest thing. It doesn't mean that it didn't come with any troubles or sometimes stresses that it brought about. But one thing that I learned is to learn to be still and to hear myself authentically. And another thing too is to understand that whatever's happening to you in the moment, yes, it's happening to you, but you can control how you react to it. And this year has been a lot of that, really understanding that, being still in myself. I think something that I was thinking about, and I'm going to reach out to Craig later today, is it hasn't been all fun and games. It really hasn't. It's as happy as I've been, as joyful as I've been, as peace as I've been. It doesn't mean that it's been all great. But what I will tell you is, one thing, I went through a separation, went through a divorce, and I was struggling with that for a few years. And struggling in the sense of trying to figure out how not to play the victim anymore. Because I was a victim. I was playing the victim really early in the process. And something that I realized was, wait, maybe this is an opportunity for something new. Maybe in whatever this is happening to me, maybe it's really truly happening for me. And I just had the situation where now only thing that I had to depend on, or who had to depend on me, was my daughter and myself. And it opened up all these possibilities for me. And so I decided to make myself my own guinea pig. I started to just truly trust myself. And that trust really came from finding God in an authentic way. And I don't know if I would tell someone else to do the exact same things that I did. But at the same time, I think that you should look inside of your life and see where these opportunities may be presenting themselves, that we're looking at them in a painful situation. And maybe you're just and it's the opposite, and it really just comes down to perspective. And so I realized that if I didn't go through the divorce, if I was still married with a family, I wouldn't be making and doing some of the things that I'm doing now. And so I don't know how I would have done it differently, but I still take these looks and I take these ideas, and maybe I might not be able to do it for myself, but maybe I can help someone along the way. And that's where being of service is really important to me. Anyway, that's just my thoughts for the day. As always, be blessed today and every day.